Hey y'all. Shut it down. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How are y'all? It's rainy as fuck here. It's been raining all day. Hey Phoenix. It's been raining all day. So I wanted to talk to y'all. Let me see. Let me get my tripod. I wanted to talk to y'all about money, right? So I'm gonna talk to y'all about where it stemmed from, and then the solution to that I found for the problem. Okay. So it's gonna, for one, I want to become more educated with money, right? I don't have a problem with making the money. I don't necessarily have a problem with managing the money in the sense of my bills aren't paid. You know what I'm saying? But I do wholeheartedly feel that I can be, I need a better relationship with money. Okay. So that was just from a personal standpoint. And as one of my major personal goals for 2023, it is to build my relationship with money and become very financially literate. Now, with that being said, on my Instagram, what made you stop my woman want to do YouTube? What made me stop what? Um, so now with my Instagram, for those of you that may not know, I am also a business coach, right? So I did a poll, and I've done a poll on more than one occasion where I asked people what is stopping them from starting a business. Okay, now listen, for my people out there who are not entrepreneurs, this is not about to be an entrepreneurship live at all. I'm just building my case for your level of understanding of where my thought process is coming from with this, right? So I'm looking for a lip gloss, y'all. That's why I'm looking around the way I'm looking around, and I see one. Hold on. Okay. So, I was doing a poll. I'm finna answer your question in a second. I was doing a poll, and I asked people what was stopping them from starting their businesses or taking their businesses more serious, because I do have coaching clients who have a business, but they're not like all in pushing, going as hard as they possibly can, you know? And so I asked, you know, like I said on more than one occasion, what's stopping you from starting or scaling your business? And the number one thing that always has the highest percentage is a lack of money. Okay. So, hey, Sonya, they say it's a lack of money. All right. Now, there's two things with that. One, we have to produce more money. Okay. Period. Two, or two, because it can be a either or case. Um, people people are putting their money in other places instead of investing in themselves. Now, what do I mean by that? For one, or to put it in a harsher way, you do have the money. Period, point blank. You have the money to invest in yourself, but you're not doing it because you're putting it in other places. I had to make sure Kobe was down there on that floor because it's some steaks in there on the stove. And if he was out there by himself, it was going to be a problem because we was probably not going to have no dinner. But yeah, you have it because if I was to check your bank account, I'm sure I could find it. I'm sure somewhere on your bank account you ate out, you went to Target, Bath and Body Works had a sale, you ordered some miscellaneous nonsense off of Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the money, you're just not putting it in the places that you should put it. Okay, now, anyway, needless to say, I decided to start doing research, right? Me being me, I started doing some research. And what the research showed me was, this is an alarming number. 54% of Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account. Let me say that again for the people in the back that didn't hear me. 54% of Americans do not have $1,000 in the bank. 42% would be shit out of luck if something was to happen in their lives that was to cost more than $1,000. They have no knowledge of where they would even get the money from. That's 42%. So 54 don't even have $1,000 in the bank. And 42% would be fucked up if something was over $1,000 that they had to pay for. That's crazy. And it lets you know that a lot of people out here in the world are flexed the fuck up. Flexed the fuck up. Okay? Because everybody is living for today. Nobody is living for tomorrow. So they're spending frivolously, and or they're just not making enough at all. Okay? So I started asking myself after doing research, how can I help y'all? You know what I mean? Like, y'all know I'm real big on you know, goal setting, you know, and things like that. And getting finances right, that should be a number one goal on everybody's plate. And with statistics showing that 54% of people in America don't even have $1,000 in the bank account, that's a problem. But it's a problem that can be fixed. So I decided that what I can do for at least our community, you know, our family that we've built over here on YouTube, is I want to start almost like book club meetings every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Okay? Or no, not necessarily Wednesday. We'll vote. I'll say that. We'll vote. The majority vote. That's the day that we'll do it on. But the time slot will be for 9 o'clock. That's a good time. People made it home from work. The kids are settling down. You know what I mean? Things like that. And so I ran into a blog post that I was reading while I was doing the research. And it had like the 14 top books for 2020 in finance, right? So what we're going to do collectively, for those of you that also want to, you know, that want to become more financially literate, I want y'all to join me, okay? And so once a week, we're going to get together, and then, you know, we're going to decide, okay, y'all, we're going to read however many chapters, and then we're going to come back together at this time, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to read all 14 of those books. By December 2023, we need to be finishing up our last book. We got to do better. We all have to do better. But it's going to start with learning. You can't do anything if you don't know what it is to do. So it's time for us to put these phones down, get off of Instagram, get off of Facebook, get off of TikTok, get off the dick, get off the pole. It's time to stop all of that. And you know what I'm saying? And build ourselves up for real. So I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Just want to come on here and let y'all know about that real quick. I haven't decided what the first book is gonna be yet. The 14 books are in different categories. Like, it was like something for beginners, overall, like the top books overall and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna create a list, and we're just gonna go from the top to the bottom and read them all. Out of the 14, I already looked at the titles. I have already read 5 of the books, but I am going to reread them. Okay. And I want us to start reading on Monday. If money is an issue, don't let it be. There's an app that I order all my books from. It's called Thrift Books. Those books on there are like $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. Yeah, there are some that range higher. But you can find them for a low price, and shipping is like $125. So I don't want you to let money be a factor, because y'all out here smoking that, you out here drinking that, you out here you eating that, you know what I'm saying? So put a couple of dollars towards something that's gonna help you better yourself. Tisa, check out Meet Kevin on YouTube if you get a chance. Okay, I will. But anyway, I feel like that's what I can do to help out our little portion of the world over here. So if you see a poll on Instagram, or if you see a poll on YouTube, take that poll, because that's going to let me know what kind of days and stuff like that we're looking at in terms of creating a schedule for this. And I'm going to be consistent. Y'all know I consistently read anyway, which, by the way, because we're going to be doing this, I now have to read 2 books a day, because I still have to stay sharp when it comes down to my business aspect of life. So, but it's all good, y'all. We're reaching goals. We're reaching new heights, man. The sky is not the limit. We're going to soar past that shit. And it's going to start with us becoming more financially literate. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Mwah. Bye.